Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Chris, a camping Texan here. Where in the world is the GeoPro? This week we're set up at South Llano River State Park. This is campsite number 37. Well, good morning, y'all. I'm so glad that you could join me out at the campsite this weekend. Man, this is a good one this weekend. We're out here at South Llano River State Park out in Junction, Texas. Before I get into the South Llano River, y'all, had a great time over at Dangerfield State Park back in East Texas. Going down memory lane. I enjoyed that trip. If you haven't had a chance to check out that video, make sure you hop on and do so. But y'all, we're here at South Llano River State Park. This is a beautiful park. If you haven't put this one on your bucket list, you need to make sure you do so. A little history about this park, y'all. There was a man, his name was Walter Buck. Back in 1910, he was from Hillsboro, Texas. He was a jeweler, and his son Stroud had tuberculosis. And so Walter felt like if he purchased this land out here, that the dry air would help his son Stroud. It would help him overcome his illness. Unfortunately, his son passed away a year after they moved out here on this beautiful property. But Walter decided he would make a go of it and see if he could farm the land, if he could be a rancher. And his ranch was very successful while he was here. In 1977, y'all, the Texas Parks and Wildlife purchased this property and did not officially open it as a state park until 1990. So this is a Texas treasure, y'all. You got to get out here. You got to check it out. But y'all come and join me. I'll show you South Llano River State Park. Well, y'all, it'd be my pleasure to show you around the campsite. We're staying in 37 here in the electric area at South Llano River State Park. Services 20-30 amp electric and water. You get a nice level asphalt pad. My only complaints with the pad, y'all, is that it's narrow. As you can see here, all the campsites here at South Llano, they paint these guidelines down for you guys to stay within the boundaries. And that's because the asphalt, when they poured it, it's higher and it's chewed up in places. So they want you to stay within these boundaries so you don't fall off this asphalt. But narrow driveways, that's my only complaint with this campsite, y'all. You do have to visit the dump station. It's not a full hookup. No issues with the hookups though. Electric, water, everything hooked up nice. One of the reasons why I chose 37 is this yard space, y'all. You can see, look at how much space I have. Look at how much room I have between the other campsites. A lot of room for your kids to play. A lot of room for your dogs to wander around. I mean, this is amazing. I love the trees back here. In the morning, you're gonna wake up to the sweet song of birds, and it's just so peaceful back here. But one of the really cool features about the campsites here that I really love is the shade shelters. These are amazing. So you guys get the really cool shade shelter. You get a wooden picnic table on a concrete pad, in-ground grill and fire ring, and then a double hook lantern pole. If you wanted to bring your tent out here, plenty of space to put your tent, and you're located within steps of the trail that leads out to the Acorn bird blind. So those are all just pluses for staying here in 37. Now, as far as TV, I had this big tree right here that blocked my satellite, so no satellite here. Wasn't very good. On air channels, I didn't get anything. So luckily I brought some DVDs with me. I watched some movies. I did not put up the cell booster. I didn't feel like I really needed it here. I was able to make phone calls, send text messages. Streaming, it lags a little bit, but you can still make do if you want to search Google or what have you. As far as insects go, really the only thing that bothered us while we were here were flies. While we would sit out here and enjoy our coffee, the flies seem to be a pest. So you might want to bring something to deal with those. But other than that, no other insects out here to speak of. Now, if y'all need supplies, you can get ice up at headquarters, and they also sell firewood right here at the entrance to the camping loop. So right across from the camp host, you'll see a bin where you can buy firewood. Now, Junction's only about 5 minutes. Once you leave the park, take a right on 377 and you'll find yourself in town in no time. Guys, they have a Dollar General, a Lowe's supermarket, as well as a gas station. So any kind of substantial groceries that you need, you can get that in town. And if you are willing to venture out toward the interstate, once you get into Junction, take a left and go out toward I-10, you'll find a truck stop with a Subway, as well as Sonic and a Dairy Queen. So there are some different options in town for you. This is the entrance to the electric camping area. The entire camping area is a horseshoe, so it's one way in, one way out. And as I mentioned at the campsite, y'all, you can get your firewood right here. This is your park host. So if you want any firewood, you can check with them, and they'll be able to help you out. Another campsite that I really think y'all like here in the electric area at South Llano River State Park is 57. 57 is right here at the exit of the camping loop. But what I like is that it has a really nice long level asphalt pad. You don't have any neighbors out here on one side of you. So you've got trees, a lot of cover, 20-30 amp electric and water. Really the only drawback I really don't like about this campsite is that your picnic table is behind you. That's a pet peeve of mine. I really like it off to the side so I can step out of my camper right to my picnic table, but I could let that go for this campsite just because of the amount of space that it has and the fact that you don't have any neighbors over here. So this will be a really good one to have, especially if you're coming in late at night. You're not going to bother anybody coming in here. And then when you get ready to leave, you can just pull out of here. Dump station's right over there. So I think for those reasons, I would definitely consider 57. In-ground grill and fire ring, wooden picnic table. You get the really awesome shade shelter, double hook lantern pole, really nice oak tree behind you. Also, if you're running satellite in your rig, you don't have any trees over you. So you're probably this would be a good spot to use your satellite. So there's several different positives here to 57. I think if I came back, I would probably check this one out. Another site that I really think y'all enjoy here at South Llano River State Park is number 18. I love 18. It's nice and level. It's flat asphalt. It services 20-30 amp electric and water. It's just down from the restroom. You got a short walk down there. If being close to the restroom is important to you, then this site's going to foot the bill. In-ground grill and fire ring, double hook lantern pole, really cool shade shelter, y'all, with your wooden picnic table on a concrete pad here. Really shady in here, which is nice. Love the trees in the campsite, a lot of birds, and then you're across from this really huge excessive vehicle parking area. So if you had a trailer with you or an extra car, you could park over there. Really great campsite. I think y'all like it. Well, y'all, this is the dump station here at South Llano River State Park. Very nice and wide dump station. Y'all, look at this concrete pad. It's nice and level. You're not going to have any trouble getting your rig emptied out. It has a light. Not sure, I can't vouch for the light if it's working or not. So you might want to get out here during daylight hours. Double sewer connection, y'all. 2 non-potable water taps. And then we have dumpsters over here to get rid of any household trash that you have. So just really a lot of space out here to take care of your waste needs. Well, y'all, just off of the main road that leads to the electric camping area, you will find a parking lot that is designated for the walk-in tent camping sites. So we're going to go back there and we're going to check those out and see if possibly you might want to come out here and set your tent up. One of the first things that I noticed back here in the walk-in tent site area is that they have concrete sidewalks. That's going to make it easy for you to truck in any supplies that you have. But y'all, this one is my favorite. This is walk-in site number 3, W3. Services, you guys get water back here, which is pretty cool. In-ground grill and fire ring, a wooden picnic table, and a double hook lantern pole. This one seems hidden more than most. It has more trees, more shade. Really, really cool. Nice area to set your tent up. And then you're really close to the restroom back here, which is cool. So they have a chemical toilet back here. So if that's something that you might require or need to be close to, you've got that right there. So y'all make sure you check out these walk-in tent campsites here at South Llano River State Park. So if you'd like to do some primitive camping at South Llano River State Park, about 1.5 miles from the parking lot up by headquarters, you're going to take the Agarita Trail to the Mid Canyon Trail, and that's going to bring you to this point right here. Go up these stone steps. All right, so you guys are not allowed to have any wood or charcoal fires. That's pretty common in the primitive camping areas that we see in Texas. But you do get a chemical toilet back here, which is nice. So if you're going to be back here and you need to use the services, at least you've got that. So moving into your quarters, which I think are pretty nice. You guys get a picnic table, a wooden picnic table, which some primitive sites, they don't offer anything. You might get a log to sit on, but there's several bushes here for cover. Of course, anything you need, you're primitive, so there's no services. Anything you need to make sure you pack in with you. And just keep in mind that you've got about 1.5 mile trek back here. But this is really cool, y'all. So if you think you're up to the challenge of doing some primitive camping, make sure you give South Llano River State Park a try. Well, hope you are enjoying your tour of South Llano River State Park. Go ahead and lace up your hiking boots and I'll show you around the trails. We all have a fantastic day of hiking on tap here at South Llano River State Park. We're going to start out in our camping area. We're staying in the electric camping area. We're in number 37. And what's really cool about our campsite is we're just a few steps away from the Buck Lake Trail. So the very first trail we're going to check out is the Buck Lake Trail. It goes by the Acorn Blind. And there's also a really cool area for the International Dark Sky Park for star viewing. So we'll check that out as well. We're going to check out Buck Lake itself. Now, Buck Lake is or was once part of South Llano River, but it's an oxbow lake. It was actually cut off after a flood. So we're going to check that out. We're going to come back through the campground. And we're going to go past the walk-in camping area and head out to the Overlook Trail. We're going to take a few really cool pictures out there at the Overlook. And then we're going to come back and we're going to grab the Mid Canyon Trail, which is about 2.3 miles. We're going to see the canyon seep, which is really cool. Some water coming out of the canyon there. And then we're going to finish up down here at the double loop. There's a windmill that has been part of the landscape for many years. We're going to see if we can catch that. So y'all come and join us and we'll have a great day of hiking here at South Llano River State Park. Now y'all, before I show you the trails, I have to say that I'm sorry. From the bottom of my heart, I'm really sorry. I made a mistake. In the upcoming clips, you're gonna hear agarita called agapita. I don't know what happened to me. Maybe it's the 90-degree heat, who knows? Come on, Camping Texan. You're also gonna hear that there's 3 bird blinds. What? There's 4. Everybody knows that South Llano has 4 bird blinds. Come on, Camping Texan. That's on me, y'all. All right, so just so you know that I know what they are, out by the old horse barn trail, there is Laura's bird blind, okay? And then off of the Agarita trail, there's the Agarita bird blind. And then we have the Acorn bird blind, which is located out by Bucks Lake Trail. And last but not least is the Juniper bird blind, and that's located out by Fawns Trail. So there you have it, 4 bird blinds. If you love birding, this is the place to be. So I hope that y'all can forgive me from the bottom of my heart to you guys. Thank you. So y'all, the first trail we're gonna check out is the Buck Lake Trail. And we're gonna stop by the Acorn blind and check out that bird blind while we're heading out there. But according to the story, Buck Lake was part of South Llano River, and during an intense flood, it actually got separated from the river. So we're gonna go out here and check that out. Y'all come and join us. First thing I noticed right off, y'all, very easy path to walk on. So just wear a comfortable pair of shoes and you guys will be good to go. So I'm not that far in on the Buck Lake Trail, which I might add is just right around the corner from our campsite. Very convenient. But I ran across this area out here. Now, South Llano River State Park is known for being an international dark sky park, and they've got several picnic tables set up out here. A couple of benches. This is a great area to come out and view the stars at night. So pretty. But I wanted to draw your attention over here to the Acorn bird blind. Now there are 2 bird blinds here at South Llano. There's also the Agarita bird blind, which is up closer to headquarters. But we'll take a look at the Acorn. Really nice bird blind, y'all. They have several different posters in here with different birds. You can identify what you're looking at. Very large window. Couple of open windows here. I see some activity this morning. Very cool, y'all. Little waterfall feature out here. Some hummingbirds over in the corner. Just a great place to come out here and look for your favorite bird. Mine's the cardinal, so I always enjoy all the parks that I visit, being able to see cardinals, whether it's in my campsite or a bird blind. But we're gonna make our way on toward Buck Lake. Now this is a turkey roost area, and I was reading one of the informative panels earlier, and the turkeys, they like to roost up in the pecan trees. So pretty cool. But all right, y'all, let's head that way. Let's keep going toward Buck Lake. Well, after a very nice stroll through the woods, y'all, we've come up on Buck Lake. And those of you that have been to McKinney Falls in Austin, this reminds me so much of walking out of the woods and seeing the endless amounts of picnic tables that are at McKinney Falls. This is pretty though, y'all. This is pristine with the trees hanging over the picnic tables, lots of shade. Bring your fishing gear down here, y'all. They got a really small little fishing pier here that you can cast a line out into the Buck Lake. How cool is this? Y'all, it doesn't get any prettier. Look at that. Just reminds you of a lazy Sunday. Just coming out here and enjoying some time. Well, y'all, we've made it to the end of the Buck Lake Trail. Such an amazing lake. If you love turtles, you're gonna love coming out here. Tons of turtles hanging out. This last part of the trail is a doozy. It's a steep hill, but you know what's really good, y'all, is that South Llano River State Park has a bench right here for you. So you can bring your water jug up here and you can sit, catch your breath, listen to all the wonderful birds that are out here. Such a pretty environment. Well, y'all, here we go. We're going to check out the Overlook Trail. It's less than a mile in length. We're going to capture some really cool pictures up there. But before we go up there, I stand corrected. Earlier, when we were checking out the bird blind, I said agapita, and it's actually agarita. And then there's also the juniper blind that's out here. So there are 3 total bird blinds. If you love birding, they have certainly a wealth of bird blinds for you guys to check out here at South Llano River State Park. But anyway, I digress. Let's go ahead and hit the trail and we will check out some pretty sights. The Buck Lake Trail was fun, y'all. I enjoyed going out there, but the Overlook Trail is fun too. Don't overlook this one when you're out here at South Llano River. I love the switchbacks, and just walking through the woods, it reminds me a lot of being at Dinosaur Valley. It's so breathtaking out here. The air smells so clean and fresh. And then what's really cool is you come out on one part of the trail here and you've got a nice view of a side of a hill. It's really cool. Just love how the scenery changes out here on this trail. Now, y'all, here it is. We made it to the top of the Overlook Trail. I tell you what, you need to be steady on your feet if you do this trail, y'all. A lot of jagged rocks on those switchbacks, but let me show you the payoff. This is so beautiful. You're going to be glad that you did this trail, y'all. Small picnic table up here too if you want to bring a picnic lunch and just hang out for the day. But look at the payoff. Look at the view. So pretty. Make sure that you put the Overlook Trail on your list of to-do items when you come out here to South Llano River State Park. So pretty. Well, the Overlook Trail was awesome, but we've got one last trail to do while we're here at South Llano River State Park. We're going to take the Agarita Trail, which is very short, y'all, probably half mile. We're going to run that over to the Mid Canyon Trail. We're going to check out Canyon Seep, and then we're also going to check out the remnants of an old windmill out there. So y'all come and join us, and we will go see these awesome things. All right, y'all, so I felt it necessary to mention the Agarita plant, especially since I chopped up the name earlier and called it agapita. This is Agarita. Agarita is a plant that it's sour. It usually has like bright yellow flowers that attract bees, but it's the berries that are very acidic. They make an excellent wine and jelly. And usually the birds will come by and they'll eat the bright pinkish red fruits that ripen in April. And then also, if you crush the root up, you can make a bright yellow dye out of it. So, Agarita. The Mid Canyon Trail offers several benches like this one where you can stop and get a drink of water, take a break under a shade. But this is what the trail looks like, y'all. It's kind of rocky in places, pretty flat. It's pretty easy to traverse. When it's said and done, we will have walked about 3.5 miles, and that's one way. So if you're going to come out here and you're going to check out the Canyon Seep and the windmill, just know that you're going to put yourself in for about 6-7 miles. Well, y'all, up until now, the scenery's kind of been the same out here on the Mid Canyon Trail. We're getting our first glimpses at the canyon walls, which is really cool. And then also, I want to mention that over here to your right, the park offers a chemical toilet. So if you're out here on this behemoth of a trail and you need to go use services, they do have that available to you. Well, y'all, I really felt like I'd found the Canyon Seep on the map. It was supposed to be up by the primitive camping area. But I never saw water running or anything. I feel like it's just too dry for that. But this looks like a good spot where you might see Canyon Seep or water running down the canyon walls. So just it's going to be luck of the draw. If you're here and they've had a lot of rain, then I'm sure this is very beautiful to look at with the water coming down. Let me tell y'all, it has been one heck of a hike back here, but we've made it to Windmill Hill. We're going to take a short hike over here up Windmill Hill. We're going to check out the windmill, and then we're going to do double loop number 1 and then come right back to where we're standing. So let's go check it out, y'all. Y'all, there it is. I see it. The windmill, just when I thought there was no windmills on this hill. There she is. Let's get a little closer. Well, y'all, we made it back here, and that's about as close up as we can get. What do you think about that? Isn't that a beautiful sight? What a beautiful windmill. And at one time, there would have been windmills like this all over this ranch. Mr. Walter Buck had livestock to feed. He had tanks like this to fill full of water. I also noticed on the hike back here that there were small tanks that he used to feed his livestock. So this was a very important tool for him here at this ranch. Well, y'all, we did it. Made it back from seeing the windmill. How awesome was that? That's really cool. So when you guys come out here, there are so many trails. You're not going to be able to cover all the trails in one visit, but that's great. You get to keep on coming back, and you're going to see something new every time you come back on these trails. But that concludes the trails this time around for me. I'm going to head back and grab some supper. I'll see y'all back at the campsite. Well, y'all always say it's the little things that make a park. And as you come off the road here at South Llano River State Park and you enter the park headquarter complex, you're going to notice that they have retained that feeling out here of being a true homestead. You have an old farmhouse as your park headquarters. How cool is that? Unfortunately, they're building a really nice brand new headquarters down the road, so I don't know how much longer they're going to be using this one, but I just think it's really cool that they retain that feeling out here. It's really neat. A lot of birds, y'all, a lot of cactus. Just love it out here. Now, they do have an area out here for you to pull your RV off if you need to come in and check in. That light does not work. I got in late last night and it was pretty dark out here. Several spots here for you to park your vehicle if you need to come up the next morning and check in. They even have a bike rack if you want to ride your bike from the campsite. An Iron Ranger to pay your fees, and then of course your information board. What I love is that they have a fully stocked map box here, as well as a trail map here. So there's a lot going on just right here at headquarters. Really cool. And then make sure y'all check out this informative panel about the wild turkeys that live here in the river bottom. So really neat. Several rocking chairs up here on the porch if you want to just come and hang out and talk to these friendly folks. Ice machine if you need ice. Just so pretty. Really, really cool place to just come out and listen to the birds early in the morning. Speaking of the new headquarters complex here that they're currently building at South Llano River State Park, y'all check out how nice this is going to be when you come in. There's your window right there where you're going to get your permits. Look at how fancy this is, y'all. They're going to have a store in here where you can buy your t-shirts and your stickers, and here's your trailer pull-off area here so you can run in and get your permits taken care of. Sidewalks. This is nice, y'all. And then this little building over here, don't know if it's going to be some kind of outdoor pavilion with picnic tables, or if they're going to have some kind of little interpretive center, but wow, what a step up from what they currently have. Can't wait to get back out here when they get all this finished and see what this looks like. But gonna have some parking on both sides. This is really something cool, y'all. The day use area here at South Llano River State Park is sprawling. They have several different picnic situations out here for you guys. For example, this is a really nice ADA compliant picnic area. Concrete pad, oversized table, standing grill. I mean, this is really nice, y'all. It's so great that all this is situated among the trees. During your picnic, you're going to enjoy watching squirrels play and birds fly around, and it's just so awesome. Such a peaceful feeling out here at this park. But really, really nice picnic area. And then, of course, they have trash cans around each corner for you to get rid of your waste, dumpster if you have larger household trash. Well, y'all, without further ado, let's get down here and check out the river. Because for most people, coming to South Llano River State Park is not complete unless you come down here and do some inner tubing on the South Llano River. So these are the steps that lead down to the river. This is considered a put-in spot. You can rent your tubes up at headquarters, or you can bring your own. I know we leave a couple of inner tubes in our camper in the pass-through for parks just like this, but you can rent them. You don't have to bring your own, and you return them right there. They have a bin at headquarters, or you can leave them on the porch. But this is the river, y'all, and if you've got a kayak or canoe, you're more than welcome to bring that down here as well. But just look at how peaceful. We all had an amazing visit out here at South Llano River State Park in Junction, Texas. If you haven't made a trip out to the hill country to check this park out, make sure you get out here. Get the family together and y'all come check out this beautiful area. So nice, y'all. But y'all, it's time for me to hit the trail. I'm gonna take a break. My boys, my youngest two, just graduated from high school. So I'm gonna spend some family time with them and then get them set up for their next chapter in life. But listen, y'all, we just cracked 1,000 subscribers at Camping Texan. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. To all my current subscribers, guys, you rock. I appreciate your support week in and week out. And to all my future subscribers, guys, what are you waiting for? Hop on board so you can join me in my travels as we check out cool parks like South Llano River State Park. Remember, if you enjoyed the content of this video, give me a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified on Saturdays at 6 p.m. when our videos post. If you've got a comment or a campsite that you'd like to see, make sure you drop it in comments and I'll check it out. Remember, I'll see you at the campsite.